Fred Barstein with 401k TV, coming to you from downtown Philadelphia, where we just completed a TPSU program on campus at the University of Pennsylvania. I am here with Rob Wisner from Paragon Alliance Group. Welcome, Rob.
Thank you, Fred.
Okay, if we ask you a few questions.
Absolutely.
I got to ask that question. So Paragon, which is, the website is www.tpagroup.com.
correct.
That's a good URL.
Yep.
And he has 700 clients, 401k, 403b, DB, probably anything that has to do with retirement. And he's been in the industry since the early 80s.
Correct.
Right, so there aren't many of you left.
Not really.
No.
Some have sold out.
A lot. Today we talked about, and you talked about, and Rob is one of our lecturers, and he really lectures at almost every single one of the programs we do in the Philadelphia area, about the importance of advisors. So what percentage of your plan, 700, have an advisor?
I would say that answers 100%. Now I'm going to caveat that a little bit, that I believe we have 4 plans where they have boards,
right.
Primarily nonprofits,
right.
where they would have a financial that's familiar with retirement plans on the actual board. So
right.
We do not do business
so it's
without
practically 100%. And what's the role of an advisor? What do you see them play, especially working with the TPA?
Okay. I mean, our team of 19 spends a lot of time trying to keep the plan operationally compliant. Obviously, we need the plan sponsors' help. But the advisor role is really the same on the investment and the employee education side of things. We don't cross over those lines. We respect the advisor, and I truly believe that the advisor is the quarterback of that relationship.
Right.
Probably 90% of the time they're introducing us, unless the referral comes from a CPA or
Sure.
an attorney, and they know more about that client and they fill us in, and before we even have a conversation
Sure.
with our clients or potential clients, they filled us in, and they played the role of the quarterback in making sure everything gets done based on their conversations and what their needs analysis dictated.
Right. And so I'm sure working with advisors, there are some that are better than others, right? So when you look at your the great ones, what do they do that's different? What really distinguishes them for you?
Okay, that's a great question, Fred. I think number one, they act in the client's best interest, because one of their primary roles is to make sure that they're looking out for their employees. But running a business, a lot of times that they're looking at it as not necessarily as a plan for their employees. That objective doesn't hit them as quickly as the advisor saying, "Here's the role. Here's what your roles in the plan are. Here's how I'm going to help you."
Right.
If a company's going at it on their own, it's very, very difficult, because the rules they've gotten more complex.
Right.
The advisor role is definitely raised way up here now.
Right.
Within our block, we've probably seen 50% turnover in broker of records.
Right. So the plan sponsors are starting to wake up.
Yep.
As we say, they're going from unconsciously incompetent to consciously,
Exactly.
and they know that the advisor is going to help them to do that. So how does a final question, how does a plan sponsor go about finding a good advisor?
I mean, going to people like we'd be a good resource
Right.
for any of our clients, for example. There are websites, and you probably know them better than I do. But
401k TV?
401k TV. The one I would look at personally, and I pretty much do it within my practices, a lot of times I'll go on a broker check, which
Right.
is a broker check, but if there's an RIA, they may not be on that website, so that's not a company.
You don't know if they're a 401k or not with broker.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of referrals on that. We encourage plan sponsors to, we have the CKP designation,
Okay.
right? And so they got training and experience, but that's one way. But referrals are probably the best, I would agree on that. Well, thanks, Rob, for your time today and for your support of TPSU these many, many years. We value that. And thank you for watching 401k TV. Please stay tuned.